Happy Friday, Boalia Desmond here. Thank you for tuning in. So today is Celebration Friday. So we celebrate you at whatever activities that you did that moved you closer to your goals, that helped you to get over some fears, that helped you to just do something that you haven't done before, or just, that you stayed in a good mood all week. Whatever it was that you did, you drank your water, you exercised 4 times, whatever it was that you did, we celebrate you. Don't wait until you reach your goals to celebrate. Every single step matters, every single step counts, and it is worth celebrating. So pat yourself on the back and say, good job, self. So I titled my message today, Are You Giving Yourself Everything You Deserve? Are you giving yourself everything you deserve? So, as I'm doing research and as I'm just observing, even in my own life and in the lives of other people, when we don't know our true identity, we operate from a place of, a false identity, not the true us. And guess what we do? We feed the lower self. We feed our lower self instead of feeding the powerful you that's inside of you. We were created with greatness inside of us. We are created in the image of God. And we have a purpose. We have a purpose that we were created for. And so when you don't understand the true you, you operate in the way that you see yourself, not the true you. And I think sometimes we struggle. We may struggle at certain things because really, when you think about it, when you're trying to do something that's not natural, it's a little bit harder, isn't it? So when you don't understand your identity and you feed that false identity, the lower self, the lower you, things just seem a little bit harder because that's not the true you. So let's think about relationships for a while. Maybe you're a person who's like waiting on meeting that right person. You're like, you know what? I just can't wait until I meet, this person. Well, what are you willing to give to the table? Are you the person that person deserves? What are you bringing? Are you showing up your best self? Are you doing the things that are required for you to be greater than you are today? Who are you? Are you a person that wants to get out of debt? What are you doing to move yourself closer to that goal of debt freedom? When we start to understand that, we can't stay the same. We can't be complacent about our lives. There's so much to us that you don't want to get to the end of your life and realize that you could have done more. You could have done more. And why? Because you stayed small, because you stayed in that place of feeding the lower self instead of the true person of who you are, that great person that's inside of you, that great person that is meant to fulfill a purpose. So can you get out of debt? Make that decision to say, hey, you know what? I deserve more. I deserve more. You deserve the best, but it's going to take work, right? So if debt freedom is your thing, make a decision. When do you want to pay this debt off by? And then come up with a plan and start to execute. If you're looking for love in relationships, what are you doing? What sort of value is that person going to receive by being in a relationship with you? Can you show up better than you're showing up in life? Not just in one area, in your whole life, everything that makes up who you are. Can you show up better? You deserve better. And it starts with understanding and seeing who God created you to be. And you are powerful. You are created in His image. So I thank you for tuning in. Those were just my thoughts. So I thank you for tuning in. And I will see you tomorrow.